focus
boy,
on something,
Indian
but let's focus
community
on something
looking,
in that
looking,
spectrum, though, Lubis.
and these
Well,
two,
you know, I've noticed this one kind of got me by surprise too, but how a lot of these guys like don't believe in evolution either, and I don't. That one kind of surprised me.
Oh yeah, you do like you
So,
came from
so
the
Cosmod,
chimpanzee. Though that do
are
explain
you feeling
everything.
that, Cosmod? Are
That
you feeling
explains
some evolution?
every fucking
Yeah,
thing.
I don't
It's
believe in
over with.
evolution at all.
Yeah,
So you
I'm
Yeah,
trying
with
to
see,
it.
take
that's
that? You
that
trying
is
to take
fucking
that?
stupid.
I
That
mean,
is
come
Wait a
on
really
now,
minute,
stupid
wait
the
a
Cosmo.
way
Look
minute.
they're
at
Hold
him,
on,
arguing.
bro.
wait. Let me
Cosmo,
see this. Hold on, wait
look
a
at
minute.
him, bro. Come on, Cosmo. Just look at him, bro. Just
I
look at
know
him.
I already know.
All right,
Listen.
then. Come on, man. This shit
Listen, I
over
already
with.
know. But look, I can have fun. I can beat him up real quick. Is
Bro, he already
evolution?
touched
Hold on, let
on.
me ask him a question. Is evolution a fact or a theory?
Fact.
Oh,
Oh
I'm out of here.
my god. Can you prove
ding,
evolution?
ding, ding, ding. Hey, y'all, everybody fall back. Let's go.
Can you prove
Would you like me to
evolution?
elaborate? Would you like me to elaborate?
Okay, wait. Prove, first of all, prove evolution is not a theory and is a fact. Go ahead.
Evolution is a fact. Okay. How evolution happens is the theory. If I were to say evolution is a result of magic, this would be a very bad theory because there's nothing that suggests that first something called magic exists or that evolution would be a result of it. If I were to say evolution is a result of natural selection, adapting to one's environment, available food source, genetic mutation, this would be a very good theory because there's a lot of evidence that shows that to be the case. So evolution is a fact. How evolution happens, how this process happens, is the theory.
No, you're wrong. Evolution itself is the theory, right? This is per science and evolution and from the national.
Please, I mean, I gave an explanation to my answer. Please elaborate.
I'm just going to debunk what you're saying.
Okay, because you were stuttering a lot. I didn't stutter once. You were stuttering.
This is from the National Institute.
I thought you were going to whip my ass, and you're stuttering.
I'm
Come on, bro.
right now, right?
Okay, well, start from the beginning, please. Start from the beginning.
Evolution.
That boy cooking right now. Don't let my nigga.
Evolution is a scientific theory, a well-supported explanation, a theory, a guess for the diversity and adaptation on Earth, which they theorize is evolution. It's supported by evidence, but there's no actual proof. And let's go on to double down on this to kill his rhetoric. A scientific theory is never a scientific fact. It never turns into one.
You're absolutely right, and I never said that.
Oh, Hadouken. So that proves right in your initial statement that you didn't know what you were talking about. That's why.
No. Well, in your initial statement, you said three different things. You said, you did say that. That
I asked you, is evolution theory? You said no.
It is a theory. It is an explanation.
No, it's a theory.
Yeah, and then you said it's an explanation.
What is a theory?
An explanation.
Yeah, but what kind of explanation?
To what we are seeing.
No, it's a
I said it all in my little 30-second thing.
No. It's a well-supported explanation. See, in science,
there you go, and that's what I said. A theory is
explanation, but it's not factual. It's just based.
It's not supposed to be.
Huh?
I said evolution. Evolution is a fact.
Guess what? That means
how it happens is the theory.
No, it's not.
No, evolution is the theory.
Evolution is the theory.
How it happens is the theory.
Yeah, how evolution happens is the theory.
No, it's the
What you got to say
framework.
about that?
Wrong.
That's
It's the
adding-
framework
that's adding to the
that explains
conversation.
a wide range of observations and phenomena. You're wrong.
Yes. It explains.
It
You're
attempts-
right. That's what I'm saying.
It attempts to, but it's a guess.
Yes.
It's a theory.
No, it's
It is-
not. It's not a guess. It's more. Well, that would be a bad theory. That would be a bad theory.
Hey, hold on. Here go. Look, evolution. The theory of evolution, specifically the theory of evolution by natural selection, explains how species change over time through mechanisms like natural selection and genetic variation. This is a theory. It has not been proven.
An explanation, yes.
You want me to tell you why? You want me to tell you why?
No,
Let me show you why. You want me to
You're
show
right,
you why
though. It is
it's not fact.
a
Let me
theory,
show you
an
why it's not
explanation.
fact. Because the lack of fossil record. One, you don't have the comparative anatomy of the fossil specimens. You don't got the
We have
similarity,
fossils
between
that prove
different
evolution is real. We
No.
have fossils that prove
No.
evolution is
No, you
real.
got to prove- no,
The
you got to
theory
show-
of evolution is
No, you-
explaining how this process takes place.
it theorizes. It doesn't
theorizes.
explain.
Yeah.
It
Theory
theorizes.
is explaining explaining
It's an
how it
attempt
happens.
Still
to
not a fact.
explain, and it's still not a fact.
Still not a
It's not
fact, bro.
supposed to be.
That's what you. That was your
What you
argument.
said it was. Hadouken.
Be quiet,
Yeah,
Chief.
evolution
Stay out of there.
Is a fact. Evolution is a fact.
It is
How it like if I say evolution is because of magic, if I say evolution is a result of magic, this is a terrible theory, and you would easily be able to disprove it. That would be a very bad theory.
Who told you that?
No one told me that. I gave you an example of a bad
No,
theory.
somebody taught you that. Who taught you that?
That evolution is a result of magic? Nobody has ever taught me
No,
that.
no. That evolution is a fact.
Evolution is a fact because it's a fact.
Who taught you?
How it happens is the theory.
What school taught you that? You do know that the
Elementary school, high
evolutionary
school, I
theory-
learned in school.
You do know theory and science doesn't mean a tentative is just. It doesn't mean a foolproof idea. It doesn't
Theory
mean
is an explanation. Like gravity. Gravity is a fact. Gravity is real. How gravity works would be gravitational theory.
It's a well supported explanation.
Yes,
That can be used-
it's
that
a
can be used to make
well-supported
a
explanation
No, that can be
to what
used
it is
as
we're
a
seeing.
prediction or a test hypothesis, but it's still a guess. It's not fact. Because
It's not supposed to be.
Because
an
guess
explanation.
what? With one different. Guess what? With what? That's science. Science isn't supposed to be, but evolution is supposed to be. But you don't have the factors to prove it. Hadouken. Right?
Yeah, we do.
Simple. You don't. No,
And
you
the
don't.
theory of evolution explains
Okay.
how this happens.
No. Okay. Show us.
Yes.
the steady. Listen. Show us the steady progression from a tadpole in the water or a single-celled amoeba all the way to a man. Show me the steady progression.
That's not how evolution works.
It
Evolution
is.
doesn't work in a line.
Guess what?
Well, you know what? This tells me that you don't know what you're talking about.
says it
Evolution
works
does not work in a straight line. Evolution
show
is more
us
like
that
a
evolution
tree.
says
It's a
that.
tree. It
Guess
branches. It doesn't work in a
Evolution
straight
is
line.
not saying it
So I
works
can't
in a
show you
line.
from a tadpole to a human.
Yes,
That's not how evolution
Evolution
works.
says it does.
You want to think
though.
of trees with a bunch of little tiny branches.
Show us that evolution says that. Show us that this is anything but your whole made-up idea.
It's not my made-up idea. It's what evolution is. Crack
Listen,
open a
you
science
don't have
book.
the comparative anatomy, bro. I'm talking about you don't have the fossil record to show and compare and contrast. That is proven throughout the
Okay,
scientific.
I don't have the
That
fossil record to show,
is one of
compare,
the
contrast what?
greatest- That is one of the greatest
To compare, contrast what?
theory. Can you show us genetic drift?
Wait, can you tell
you-
what you said before? I don't have the
Can you
what
show
was it you said
us?
to
Can you
compare.
prove to
I don't
us
have the
actually
evidence to
and
compare,
factually
contrast with
that
something else. What was it you
Americans
said?
didn't colonize Africa
I'm not. I'm
and not
still
the
on the
other way
first thing
around?
you were talking about. I'm back
I'm
on the
saying
first
if
thing.
you can't do this, with
No,
the
but go back
science
to the
you
first
claim
thing
to
because I already
understand
forgot what
like
you said.
today, you definitely can't prove it
Can
evolutionarily.
you go back to the first
through a
thing though?
theory.
Can you go back to the first thing because I still want to address that.
Okay,
I
so
don't
yeah,
have
you
the
running your mouth.
something to
You ought
something
to be
compare and
quiet.
contrast. What was it you said?
You ought to be quiet. Can you prove?
So are you
genetic-
bailing out? We weren't talking about that yet.
Yeah. This is all we just. I already didn't beat you up on this. Evolution is a.
But what? I didn't even hear what you said. That's why I'm asking you to repeat.
I know because you keep talking and while I'm punching you.
Yeah, because you kept when I said
Everybody
when I wanted clarification, you already moved on to something else.
Everybody seeing your head bounce back every time I punch you with this jab.
What are you
Hitting
talking
you
about?
with these body blows, but your mouth is still running.
But I still need to address the first thing you said.
Ass, boy.
You keep talking while I'm punching.
Mhm.
So, what was the first part of everything you said?
I can't remember shit. Look, he dazed and confused.
Yeah, he died.
You afraid to tell me? You're afraid to tell me because you know I'll answer it, right? Yeah. Stay quiet.
Are you listen? Are
You know what's good for you?
Are you confused with the fact that organisms change, right? Or seem to change, right? And the diversity of the amount of shit on the planet. Because if I'm not mistaken, you dig what I'm talking about. There's multiple types of sparrows.
No, I don't think what you're talking about.
There's multiple types of eagles. There's multiple types of hawk.
Mm-hmm.
Are you confusing the multiplicity of just one animal with evolution? Do you think it changes? What
Are you
changes?
done? Oh,
Yeah, go ahead.
okay.
Because
Yeah.
it seems you're confused.
Can you
about
repeat what you said at the beginning?
All right. You think animals change?
No.
From one
No.
thing to
It
another.
was I don't have the evidence to support something. That's what you started
You
with.
can get. Why you talking? Explain us that. Explain us why you talking about something you don't know nothing about or have the evidence to prove.
I still want you to repeat that first part so I can answer it.
Mm-hmm.
So what was it?
Now, because do you believe that evolution is a fact? Do you believe evolution is a fact because it seems that organisms have changed over time?
That wasn't what you asked me in the beginning. I'm still trying to answer that. I still want to answer the first thing you said.
You're going to.
Do you not remember what it was?
I do.
Do you not remember what you said?
No, I totally remember what I said. But since you kept talking,
then tell me what you said.
Right.
Then tell me what you said. If I'm supposed to, if you're going to whip my ass,
right,
do it properly. And let's start from the beginning.
Do you believe?
That's not. It wasn't. Do you believe? It was. I don't have the something.
That evolution is a fact because it seems.
Do I just have to rewind this shit and find out?
Organisms have changed over time. Is that what you're trying to get us to
Okay, you
believe?
know what? I'm just gonna have to try rewinding during a live show, which is extremely unprofessional, to find out what the fuck they said.
I don't care what you do.
Let's see. I'll mute myself.
Like a man.
I'll mute myself.
Right, just mute.
This guy, he's actually working for the people. He got multiple screens in the background.
He think because organisms have changed.
He said,
right? That's proof of evolution, not just different animals dying out and ones coming to replace it. Whole different animals. I'm telling you, you ain't got to believe me. Even though they all cats, a tiger is not a lion. A lion is not a jaguar. A jaguar is not an ocelot. An ocelot is not a bobcat. A bobcat is not a house cat. And yet they're all felines. He thinks, right, because organisms have many various types, even just in their genus, that proves evolution. No, that proves that life is abundant. It don't prove what white people got to say about the timeline or how genes work or none of that. Don't prove none of that. Right?
That boy lost in his face his first major bout.
And look, hold on. This is easy. This is easy. Let me hit him with the Hadouken. Let me get him up out of here. Hold on. This is the first minute. Hold on. Let me get him up out of here with this Hadouken, this Smoking Joe left hook. The scientific theory of evolution is not proven in the sense of mathematical proof, but it's highly supported by evidence from multiple disciplines, making it well established and widely accepted scientific explanation for the diversity of life, but it is not absolutely proven.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a
He
knockout.
think you're a white boy. He think you're a white boy. He think I said it, man. So it's true.
Yeah,
it's true.
he think I
I
want to be white, so I'm right. He think that works around here. Just because you want to be white, don't make you white or right.
That nigga coming back with a vengeance.
He better.
That nigga going back, review the tape, boy. He coming back with that ass whooping for you.
It don't matter. And listen. Since he didn't want to stop talking, I rephrased the question on him.
Hey, Super, now he
Right?
gonna come back with
He can go back and listen. He can go back and answer the original question. Go ahead.
He's gonna come back with Cosmos.
It's the same question reworded.
He better come back and air your dirty draws out, boy.
You gonna come back? This is what we got on you, Cosmos. I called up to the top on you.
Right. Got him on tape. Got the little hooker on tape.
Oh, he laughed.
I'm back.
What's going on, Lou?
I'm back.
What's up,
Okay,
Lou?
Cosmon, you
Come on,
said
Vaselina.
I do not have the fossil evidence or the comparative anatomy to compare or contrast, and then I didn't get the rest of it. Do you remember what you were talking about?
Dude already beat you up on that. You don't have the fossil record. So you don't have the comparative
I don't have the fossil
anatomy
record for what? I don't have the fossil record for what?
to prove evolution.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Fossils.
No, you
We can
don't
see
have. You don't have the fossil. You don't have a complete fossil record that you can do comparative anatomy to. You don't have it.
Comparative anatomy.
Even though you want to
We don't
make it up,
we don't have
like it is.
the
Why don't you
fossil
just
record
show
to
it?
do comparative
Why don't
anatomy.
you just show- You do need a fossil record to do comparative anatomy. Does the anatomy deal with the body, sir?
Yeah, we have
Are
fossils
bones
that show
are
comparisons.
bones part of the body, sir?
Yeah, fossils aren't
They're
bones.
not-
Fossils are rocks. Fossils are rocks.
Fossil what?
What?
These are the fossil records of what? Life forms, right?
Yes.
So we're talking about bones.
Okay, so we don't
Wait a
have the
minute.
fossil
Does
records
the study of the does
to
the
prove
study
the
of the
comparative anatomy or to
Listen.
compare or contrast what?
what the fossil record? which you
We don't have the fossil record to prove the comparative anatomy or to compare or contrast the fossil record. That's your question?
Not completely. No, that's my
Then
statement.
tell me completely what the question is.
No. You don't have it.
No? Your answer is no?
That boy getting his ass.
I win.
Yeah, you getting your ass whooped.
I win.
Look how he's looking at you guys.
I'm
I
not even
win.
looking at the screen. I'm just debunking it. You dig what I'm talking about? I'm actually doing something else. This is easy
Yeah, you
work.
beat me when you just said no, I'm not going to answer you. Yeah, okay,
Listen,
yeah, you beat me.
prove
Oh,
that
shit,
you have
yeah.
the fossil record. Okay, look, all you got to do is this. This is simple work. Prove that you have a complete enough fossil
Wait,
record.
but what about this
that
stuff
you
that I
can
wrote
do
down,
the
though?
comparative
That I had to go
anatomy.
back.
Hold on,
that
you
you
can
said you weren't going to
comparative
answer.
anatomy
You
from
said I didn't
human
have
all the way from single
the
cell
fossil
anatomy
record
all the way to
to
today.
prove the
Prove
comparative
that you-
anatomy or to compare or contrast the fossil record. And then you said that wasn't the complete
You don't even have the
statement.
complete.
And I asked you to
fossil
make the
record
complete statement, and you
show-
said no.
I did.
You said no, I'm not going to make the complete
No,
statement.
I already made it. The statement is you don't
Then why'd you
have
say
the
no?
fossil record to make enough comparative analysis. You don't have it. You want me to tell you why you don't have it? Because evolution says it doesn't have it. Not what you believe, not what you're making up, not what you're trying to add on to. You dig what I'm talking about? Not how you feel.
No, I
or
don't. I don't dig what you're talking about.
emotional.
I don't even understand what you're talking about.
Listen, just because you don't like Cosmon don't mean you get the lie to kick it.
I'm not lying when I say I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know you don't because you're baffled.
So I'm not lying.
Right, you're baffled because
You said I don't have to lie to kick it.
The problem
The one
was
thing I've
you
been
never knew
from
what you
day
were
one,
talking
the
about.
one thing I've been from day one here is honest. I've never
The one
lied
thing
to
you have
any of
been
you.
Day one,
I
is
have
an
never
idiot.
lied once to
You
any
have
of
been
you.
an idiot.
That's the
since
one. That's the
day
one thing I can say that
you
not
want me to
even
tell
you
what your
guys can say.
problem is? You want me to tell you what your problem is?
One
You
lie is
started
I'm
talking before you actually knew what you were talking about. Hadir!
Oh, I didn't hear what you said. What?
That's your
What?
problem. You started talking before you knew what you were talking about. Hadir!
What was I talking about?
You
I
were
started talking on
about
what?
evolution being a fact, and that was dumb. Right?
I started talking about evolution before I knew what I was talking about. I knew what I was talking about.
I know, because you would. If you did, you wouldn't have said it was a fact. You would have said evolution.
But
was
it is.
a theory.
The explanation to how evolution happens is the theory.
Hadouken. Yeah,
I don't play
y'all
video
can have
games,
my
dude.
leftovers. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me see. Do I got this? Hold on.
I hope it's not an animation of a video game.